It is for our good that you have established law enforcement people in every community to bring fear to those who do wrong and to bring peace to those who do right.
Through the perilous fight, o'er the rampart we watched was so gallantly streaming.
There we go, that's good, thank you.
Sometimes as we give appreciation, obviously we're appreciative for the country, for our community, for our families, for the circumstances we find ourselves. But in these economic times, as things become a little bit more difficult and certainly a little bit more tighter, and we're dealing with those on our end, I think it's always good to take a step back and to look at the bigger picture of how much that we have to be appreciative of. And in no small part of that is the stability that we enjoy, that is the orderliness of our community, and that orderliness is due to a large part, not only the efforts of the citizenry, but also to the law enforcement establishment and their ability to deal with their particular demands.
He has consistently been #1 in all of our statistical data. And we're not a very stats-driven organization, but those stats come in handy when we're looking at how well we're serving the community. And this particular deputy takes his job very seriously. He has lifted the entire team. He's already received 4 letters of accommodation in the last 4 years. Deputy Park, which is who we're talking about here tonight, he's going to be the Officer of the Year, and we should all give him a hand.
If we could have Deputy Park's wife come up as well. We have another presentation to make. There she is. One of the things the Rotary does, besides honoring the deputies and for being chosen by his peers, one of the things we give away is a gun for a service, for a backup.
We'll get closer, you like each other. Congratulations, Officer Park, on receiving this award.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
How do you like Rosamond?
I'm loving it.
Yeah,
I like where I work.
And where are you coming up from? In LA, I know, but what part of LA?
Oh, San Fernando Valley.
Oh, San Fernando Valley?
Yes.
I see. And were you raised there, or?
Yeah, I was raised there.
And whatever position you come out here to Rosamond?
Well, I met my wife up here, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So that's a good incentive to come
Oh,
out.
yeah, definitely.
And you like living here in the town?
Yes, I do.
Good.
Congratulations again.
Well, thank you very much for all of your hard work. And
it's not just my work, so everybody in the substation. I was just lucky enough to get picked one, so. In my opinion, they all deserve this.
He's a very hard-working deputy sheriff. He does a very good job for us. He does a good job for the people in Rosamond. He's always there for him. He's always there for us. Very fine young man.
These guys are all troopers, real champions. I've called on them actually a couple of times, and I appreciate the effort and support that they put into making this a fine place to live.
Well, Siobhan, that took a lot of courage. What was it like speaking to all those adults out there?
I was a little nervous, but it was
do that a lot in like our classes at school. They make us talk in front of people, like I guess for things like this. So it was okay.
Who's the teacher?
Miss Greenberg, Miss Johnson, and that's even scarier because that's in Spanish class. And
I'm Dan Witt, and I'm the managing member of Tex LLC, and we're the owners of Tara Estates. We've desperately tried to cling to our tenant base. We're confident that with our experience, the district will ultimately see more revenue in the park in the long run as we fill it up.
I would not recommend that we approve this agreement, even in concept, but authorize staff, as Jack said, to come back with the information regarding what the policy is, how we treat other mobile home parks, how this applies to the actual multi-unit, other types of multi-unit structures, and then come back with a finite agreement for this gentleman in terms of moving forward. The reason that we would charge for all the spaces as opposed to only those being used is in the case where there's a master meter. So this isn't an unreasonable or illegal operation. It's simply that if there's a master meter without an agreement, there's no way to go in and monitor exactly which spaces are connected and being used or not. So the policy that we've been using outside of the agreement is certainly legal, but wanting to work with a local business owner to come up with a new agreement and then make sure that it is consistent with our policy, I think is what.
I was a little surprised myself with the 6 cents right out of the gate, especially when you fall back into a situation where we're on the old school program of $15 on a load. You know, that was great for us. There's no getting around that. That's a great program. But we extended that program to the community, to the homeowners, because when my company, when we pump here locally, we charge a rate that's probably $100 to $120, sometimes $140 less than what we would charge in the Lancaster, Palmdale area. So that's going to change going to the homeowners.
My concern with you guys raising this fee 600% is the impact on the community. You know, ultimately, we're not going to pay this fee. Your community is going to pay the fee. And we're going from a $15 dump fee to a $138 dump fee. That's a serious increase, and that's a serious impact on all the people in your community that are going to be on septic. Because the fee in LA County is a lot higher than here at Rosamond. I charge a lot less because it costs me less to do business here. So your community is benefiting from my lower cost. Number one and the number two business. That is our slogan. Okay. You know, we take care of everybody. And my main thing here is to serve the community. Okay. It's about helping people.
All right.
And that's what we do.
All right. So basically what you'll do is pass this increase
on to the customer. We have no choice. We've got to pass it on.
Sure.
We're not getting rich. We're just making a living.
Right.
And we're just trying to prevent that cost being passed on to the customer, because right now is not the time to be adding, you know, another $180 per load to the customer. Because ultimately, we have to charge that customer. We're talking about a 600% increase in what we're paying now.
Okay.
That's extremely high.
Right, all at once.
And, it's all at once.
So what's a customer going to pay once this ordinance passes?
It's going to be over $350.
To get your tank pumped?
That's if it's open, just to get it pumped.
Okay.
You know, it's going to be well over $350. It's you know, it's out of hand.
Right, and then to get it opened.
Yeah, you have to dig it up.
How much is that going to cost?
$75 an hour to dig. That's the same. You know, we start the same. Laborers or anybody else.
Right.
You know, labor doesn't change.
Right.
It's our cost. When our cost goes up,
right,
you know, our fees go up.